Hello? Hello? Okay, I think you may have the wrong number.
No, Keith. Hey, is this Keith?
What? Yes?
Keith, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
What?
Yeah, he's
This
so...
is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
A radio show?
Yeah, that wasn't a goat who called you. That was me making a goat sound.
I bet he was confused.
Okay.
I wanted to ask you a few questions about a mutual friend that we have.
My mutual friend?
Yeah.
I don't think I have any friends in radio.
No, she's not in radio. Her name is Marissa, and you sort of went on a date with her.
You want to... What now?
I wanted to see if you could tell us a little bit about your date with Marissa, because she emailed us and says that since you guys spent an afternoon hanging out at her farm, she hasn't heard from you, and she really thought you guys had a good connection and wanted to go out again.
She said all that, did she?
Yeah, she did.
It's a lot of groanings.
It's a segment we do on our show called the Second Date Update. If you go out on a date with somebody and they don't call you back, they email us so that we can call you and find out why. So
A second date? There has not been a second date.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I know. That's what the segment is called. She's basically asking why there won't be a second date.
Oh.
Did she do something wrong?
I don't know. It was okay for a while. It was okay at first as far as dates go. But let's just say it got weird at a certain point. And
Was it after you were humped by a goat?
she told you about that part too, huh?
Yeah, she told us all about it.
That was one of the highlights, really.
I loved it.
No, honestly, that wasn't it. That was actually, that was a surprise.
Surprise!
But it ended up being, like a funny moment,
When she described the date, it sounded so fun. There was a bonfire at the end. You guys made out a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
You don't
paper-
agree, do you?
Yeah.
on paper, it sounds great, and honestly, a lot of it was really cool. I was really interested in her whole farm deal, and getting to swing a hammer and stuff. Do that kind of old school stuff was super fun.
Old school
It
stuff.
was great. There was a certain point it got weird. And, just all in all, she's real cool. It's just I don't think I'm ready for everything about what she's got going on out there. So
You don't think you're ready for farm life? When did it get weird?
Yeah.
there was just a moment that happened that has been really impossible to get out of my mind.
You have to
Whoa.
share. It's killing me.
Oh, it's not killing you.
What does that mean?
It's killing you.
Okay, listen, I'm going to tell you, but I'm not crazy about telling the story. Basically, came out there. We started pretty quick building this goat pen, which honestly was really fun. It was very Little House on the Prairie kind of deal. We're picking up fence rails and super fun.
Okay.
Okay.
After a while, Marissa asked me, "Are you getting hungry?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm really working up an appetite. This is great." She's like, "Cool, I'll go get some food." And she walks straight over to the chicken coop, and I hear a little commotion in the chicken coop. She comes walking out. She's got a chicken, and she's sort of walking towards the house, and I'm just watching her go, as you do when there's a girl. She's walking away.
Yeah, you always watch, for sure.
And as she's walking away, casual as anything, she just crack snaps the neck of the chicken.
Oh my God!
Wait, why
So
is
you
that?
watched her murder a chicken.
No.
Yeah.
She just snapped its
Well, you
neck.
guys, come. It's farm life, man.
Yeah, but you
I
don't
mean-
just kill an innocent chicken.
Yeah,
Hey,
you do if you want to eat
innocent
chicken,
chicken.
for
I'm
lunch.
just saying.
Absolutely, you do. You pluck it, you cut the head off, and you go to
Jesus.
town.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's how it's done, but I never wanted to see it happen, and I never had seen it happen, and I never want to see it again.
I'm like you. I just like to pretend that somehow the chicken shows up cooked on my plate. That's how it's born.
I don't ever. Yeah.
So,
I know intellectually it was once alive, and now it's a sandwich, but I see the head of the chicken is pointing the wrong way now. And she didn't even break stride. She just crack, la la la, walking down the way with this, dead feather thing in her hand.
Wow, that's it?
Wait, who's that?
It's Marissa.
yeah, Keith, I should have told you Marissa is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Well, you did not say she was on the phone right now, dude.
I know. Slipped my mind. I'm sorry about that. I completely forgot. But now maybe you guys can talk it out a little bit. I don't know.
Listen,
Hello?
Keith, I knew this was your first time at a farm, but, like, I didn't think that you were naive enough to not know where a chicken comes from. You know, like, the stuff on your plate, it gets there. It's not like I sing a little song to it and it goes to sleep and then we have a chicken we can roast. You know what I mean? Like, that's how it happened.
I mean, yeah, listen, hey, I know that happens, okay, but I was not ready to see that, and you gave me no warning. If you'd said anything, if you'd said, hey, I'm going to go over here and rip the head off a chicken right now, you know, I would have been at least able to brace myself or maybe look away. I probably would have looked away.
Oh, come on. You're so dramatic. It wasn't that bad at all. First of all, I was walking away from you. You saw I had a chicken in my hand, and I said, are you hungry for dinner? Like, you can't connect the dots on that one.
Honestly, I thought you were going to get some eggs.
Eggs. I wanted an omelet.
He's like, makes sense. He's like, she's got a chicken. Clearly, she's planning on making an omelet. Keith,
Yeah, it's not like I massage its butt and it gives me eggs. Like, that's not how it works.
Dude, am I the only one here that's actually really impressed by Marissa? If anything, Keith, I think you should be turned on. I mean, a woman who can take a chicken from life to death, pluck it, and serve it to you for dinner is impressive.
Thank you.
I mean, if we were like, you know, caveman times, I got a debit card. That's how I go and like hunt things, you know. I don't have to go like I don't have to like put on like rubber overalls before I do it.
rubber overalls sound amazing. I need to know where to pick those up.
It's just crazy. Like, you go and you eat chicken all the time, right? Like, why is this an issue?
I used to.
Oh, right. So now you're a vegetarian because of this whole thing?
No, but
Then you're just a hypocrite.
Marissa, this is not like something, you know, in my head or I'm thinking about it and like, oh, my principles. It's like it freaks me out. It freaks me out. I don't know if you noticed. I don't know if you noticed, but I did not eat any chicken that night. I could barely look at it because I saw what happened to it. And, you know, that night I was sleeping on the couch and I'd start to drift off and then I would just see you just snapping that thing's neck.
Oh my God!
You hear that,
it was
Marissa?
a horror film.
Keith didn't call you back because he thinks you're a monster.
Oh, my God.
Honestly, I thought it was going to take it has taken me longer than I thought to like start to get over it, and I have not touched chicken since. I can't. I don't even like to smell it. It freaks me out.
Well, I can tell you it looks a lot worse if you're eating a pig or a cow.
Oh, God.
And here's the thing. I mean, the way Marissa did it, she probably had a name for the chicken. It lived a good life. You should be grateful for.
Well, that makes it way worse. Come on. That's terrible. It makes it like it's a pet, like it's a puppy or something.
Oh, no.
For your information, her name is Sophia.
Oh, no.
Oh.
There you go, Keith.
God, great. Now I'm going to be having nightmares of Sophia's neck getting snapped. Thank you.
Well, Keith, I have to ask the question. I think I know the answer. But would you like to go on a second date with Marissa? We will pay for it.
I got to say no.
Please.
No.
Dude,
For Sophia.
Marissa, you are better off. You don't want a sissy city boy anyway.
No complaint here.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, Marissa, there you
But the issue is, like, he could have at least said something.
Yeah.
Keith, you never even said anything about it being an issue.
Keith, you could have handled it exactly how I would have handled it if I saw that. If I saw her snap that chicken's neck, I would have screamed and ran. I would have done it.
Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Jamie.
Yeah, this is Jamie. What's up?
Jamie, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Wait, what?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Thanks for listening.
And I'm calling you today because we actually had a listener email us to see if we can get in contact with you. Her name is Stephanie.
I don't know a Stephanie, so you're going to have to help me out here.
I think you
Yeah.
probably do know a Stephanie. You met her while taking the shuttle to the airport.
And they're on the airport shuttle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, you seriously don't remember right now?
Still?
Oh, my God. Well, yeah, you're really going to have to refresh my memory here.
What do you mean I'm going to have to?
Forget that.
How would I have to refresh your memory if you met somebody on an airport shuttle? I've never met one person on an airport shuttle.
Yeah, You could say I've met a few people on airport shuttles.
What?
So, like I said, you're going to have to help me out here, dude.
You know, the girl that you pulled out the nuts and the alcohol for, you played the romantic music on your phone. You said you'd call her.
So why are you laughing? What's so funny?
You guys got to tell me what she looks like. Seriously,
I don't know.
didn't
I've
have-
never seen a picture of her. She just sent us an email and asked us to call you.
We figured that description was probably going to be good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, is there anything else specific you can give me here? Because if you don't know what she looks like and I don't know what she looks like, we're going nowhere.
I'll tell you what we know. We know that you met her on the airport shuttle. She was sitting there when you got on. You sat down and flirted with her and had a real quick shuttle date. And she said that you told her you were going to be gone for a few weeks on business, but you'd get in touch with her when you get back. She said she called you and emailed you, but has heard nothing.
Wait, so you said she emailed me?
Yeah.
Yes. That's all we know.
Oh, the email girl?
Wait, how is she the email girl?
How's she not the shuttle girl and the email girl?
Well, she was email girl on the shuttle, but wait, she called a radio station to get a hold of me.
Yes.
Kind of, yeah.
That's hilarious. I mean, it's great. I'm not like complaining, but like, wow, I can't believe she did that.
What?
Okay, so you're excited
so
that she
weird.
did this, but you don't remember her.
Well, like I said, I remember who she is now, just from the emails, but wow, I can't believe it worked.
Hey, wait, if you're excited that she contacted us to talk to you, why didn't you email her back?
I'm more curious why you said I can't believe it worked.
Yeah, what worked?
It's amazing that it worked to the point where she would go this far with it.
Whoa.
So wait, was the whole thing like a shtick that you used to lots of ladies on the shuttle bus?
Well, that day it was, yeah.
That day it was.
Yeah, here's the deal. I mean, I'm not like one that likes to brag about himself, but I don't do too badly when it comes to like meeting ladies and picking up girls and whatever.
Okay.
So I decided, why not be a little entrepreneurial about it and write a book about being able to pick up women quickly in unusual places.
So wait,
Okay, so-
it was like research for your book?
Well, I can't write a book about being able to pick up women in weird places if I don't actually try to pick up women in these places. So I have to have test subjects, so to speak.
Okay, so you were on the shuttle that day.
Yeah, trying to see how many numbers I can get.
I don't know how I feel about all this.
Whoa.
And did it, I mean, other than this, did it work well?
Yeah, actually, surprisingly, it worked quite a few times. My batting average wasn't bad that day.
Okay, wait though. I get that was your point, but were you actually interested in Stephanie?
I mean, there was nothing wrong with her, per se. I mean, she's nice.
So that's a no.
Well, I mean, I didn't call her back, but I'm still pretty excited that the whole thing worked as well as it did. I mean, she went so far as to email a radio station, so that's pretty good.
Don't you feel like it's a little messed up though?
I mean, I'm not sleeping with them. I'm not, like, taking their money. I'm just giving them time.
Yeah, but you're still leading them on, and it's all a lie.
No, calling her back would have been leading her on. Plus, the information that I'm getting from what I'm doing is going to help so many other dudes out, especially since it worked. So, if I can hold up for a second, what's your name again on the phone?
Jubal, Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay. Can I have permission from you to put this whole deal in my book? Because this is pretty awesome.
Oh.
The second date update, the fact that she would call a radio station?
Just the whole thing is beautiful.
Yeah, I guess. I don't care. Sure.
Sweet.
If I give you permission to do that, can I have your permission to put her on the phone with you right now? Because she's actually listening and wants to talk to you.
Oh, are you serious?
Yes, I am.
Oh, the twists.
Surprise.
Stephanie?
Yeah. Hi.
Hey, what's up?
What's wrong with you?
Nothing?
No, but like at a fundamental level, like what's wrong with you?
You didn't think something was that wrong with me, like, I guess, whenever, a couple weeks ago.
I mean, that's when I, didn't have any clue they were trolling the airport to write a ridiculous book that's going to help no one. Like, what's wrong with you?
Well, actually, I think I just established that it's going to help guys, and,
It's going to help
meeting
guys pick up women that you'll never speak to again? confused on how this book's going to work.
Well, no, the idea for the other guys that are picking up the women is so that they do speak to them again. So, if anything, you're helping those guys out too. If you put it in perspective.
So it's a positive thing, Stephanie, that his whole date was just a sham.
There's nothing positive about any of this.
Are you pissed?
It's like a combination of like rage and like speechlessness. So I'm having like a real bad struggle, like not jumping through the phone and tearing out your eyes.
So that's a yes.
And like also looking for the right words to say.
Look, I'm sorry that you're offended, but you do have to understand that you were part of a much bigger project, and you were a positive part of it. So that's good. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't have interacted with you in a way that was fun if I wasn't actually enjoying our conversation. So we can, you can look at it that way.
I just, I honestly just can't believe that I bought the whole thing. It seemed so sincere and impromptu, but you had been running this game up and down the airport all day.
Well, if it makes you feel, I mean, you were probably the nicest person that I talked to.
Oh, that's
You don't
that's
remember
sweet.
that. You're such a liar. You didn't even remember who she was when we called you.
Well, I remember now when you said email.
Yeah, of course you do.
And Stephanie, I mean, I would look at it this way, Stephanie. You already said that you had a great time, and those are kind of things that you can't give back. And, even though I didn't call you back, it doesn't mean that we didn't enjoy a moment together, at least that little shuttle ride that we had,
Dude, he is.
You are good.
He's good, man.
Yeah.
I want to date him.
You got to understand how she feels used and stupid, though.
Well, I mean, feelings weren't really my intention, and my intention wasn't to hurt anybody. My intention was to write a book, and, sometimes you get collateral damage with this kind of subject matter.
You hear that, Stephanie? You just took some shrapnel. That's all. No big deal.
Right in the neck.
Yeah.
Jamie, I have to ask this question no matter what. Jamie, would you like to go out on an actual
No,
date?
do not ask Jamie about another date. Don't.
You're
Not necessary to do that at all.
Oh, man.
Come on, Stephanie, you got to admit, like, after this whole radio deal, the whole thing's kind of funny. So, like, maybe we could just, like, have a drink and laugh about it. You know what I mean? I kind of owe you.
Oh.
Maybe
owe
you
ya.
can have a drink by yourself, Jamie, while you laugh over writing this book.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think you won her over.
Well, it's unfortunate, but, it's now that I'm talking to you and I kind of get a better gauge in your personality or whatever, but I can always go back and ride the shuttle, I guess.
Yeah, back to the shuttle to meet some more ladies.
Always got the shuttle.
Yeah.
The shuttle Casanova.
Hey, Stephanie, I'm sorry you did not get a second date.
Yeah, well, it's probably better that way at this point.
You have a cool story to tell, though.
You know you're going to be buying that book just to see what he actually said about you.
What do you mean buy this book? He's going to give me a free copy.
Yeah. You at least owe her that, Jamie.
Yeah.
I think I can make that happen. I know the writer.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Alexandra, please?
this is Alexandra.
Hey, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. I'm moving 92.5. I'm sure you probably have no idea who we are.
No.
Okay. We host a morning radio show in Seattle,
Okay.
and we wanted to call you to ask you a couple questions about a mutual friend.
Oh.
When you were in town here in Seattle, you met a guy named Trevor,
Yeah.
and you guys had a kind of an evening out together, right?
Yeah. Oh my
And-
God.
Things just get more intense
Yeah.
with Trevor, don't they?
We're calling to ask you why you haven't called Trevor back.
You're calling to ask me why I'm. This is weird.
I know.
Is it any weirder than your first date? Come on.
Here's what this is. We do a thing on our show called the Second Date Update. We're basically just calling you to ask you why you haven't gotten back to him.
Oh, well, I mean, it's really hard. I'm in Detroit.
Did you like him when you went out with him?
Yeah, I did. I mean, at first I was like a little bit, it's not what I'm used to, like someone being so intense so quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, as long as he wasn't like 100% serious about jumping up and declaring his love on a first date, like if it was just kind of for fun, I had a really good time.
But You say it's just because of long distance, but didn't Trevor make it completely clear that he would do anything to make this relationship work?
Yeah, he did, but it was a first date.
Yeah.
If I lived in Seattle, maybe things would be different.
Okay,
I
so
don't
it's,
know.
Alexandra, it's solely the Detroit-Seattle thing that you don't live here. That's it.
I would definitely, if I lived in Seattle, go out with him again.
Okay.
Alexandra, distance shouldn't matter.
I know, but I like
Alexandra,
that job.
this is Trevor.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you were on the phone, too. Oh, my God, I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah. No.
Trevor is on the phone.
Trevor is smitten.
Alexandra, I think you know, I had the best date. One night, it just can't be enough. It just there was something magical there. I mean, I know that sounds incredibly ridiculous to say, but
Alexandra,
I would move heaven and earth to have a second date with you right now.
Oh, my God.
Come on,
Alexandra,
Alexandra.
you should see the faces of everybody in the room because we're all women. You should see the faces, though, of like Brooke and Lydia seriously melting. Now, is that too much for you, or did you find that romantic, too?
I have to say, I wish you could see my face right now because I'm totally bright red. I'm so embarrassed, but like that just touches. I don't know.
Yeah, Alexandra,
I'm worried, Trevor, that you're gonna maybe expect too much too soon. But how could I say no to?
No expectations. No expectations. If it was a fluke and our second date is like a complete disaster, you'll never hear from me again. But it's just. It was just too. I mean, I know I came on like super intense, and like I jumped up on park benches and ruined trees, but it was just I don't know. It was just such a crazy night, and I just feel like you just can't let something like that just happen once. There's got to be more, and you need to go for it.
Alexandra?
Yeah?
Do you believe in love at first sight?
I don't know. I used to think I did, and now I don't, but do you?
I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone right now. This is so weird. All right.
I told these guys earlier, Alexander, that I never even thought about it twice before, but when I saw you at lunch that day, I know it seemed like a line, but it was also true. You are the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. And if I need to fly up to Detroit for a weekend to have a second date with you, then I will come out to Detroit. I don't know what will happen after that, but something has to happen. So, if whatever I need to do, I will make it happen because you are amazing, and I want the second date.
At the end of these second date updates, Alexandra, since you're not familiar, we always pay for the couple to go out again if they want to go out again. It'd probably bankrupt the radio station to pay for a plane ticket because we don't have a lot of money here.
We could buy dinner in Detroit. Come on.
Well, I was saying dinner. Yeah, plane ticket. I said we can't do.
Oh, okay.
If he can get himself out there,
yeah,
we'll pay for dinner. And in Detroit, with your economy, it's probably like $5 anyway, right? So
it's like living in a developing country.
Oh, that's so mean.
but we'll pay for dinner for you guys if he can come out there. Would you be interested if he flies out there to go out with him?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's so cute. We have to get an update of how the second date goes on this one.
Oh, definitely.
I think something could come of this. Yeah. I really do. I'm not a love at first sight girl, but I'm an incredibly amazing attraction at first sight that can turn very easily into love type of girl.
I now understand why romantic comedies do so well. Because people buy into them completely.
But maybe every once in a while a romantic comedy is actually based on real life.
It has to come from somewhere.
It's not a romantic documentary.
All right. Hey, well, congratulations, you guys. Alexandra, now that you know that Trevor is going to come there, you guys have to sort it out and get back to us and let us know what happened after your date, okay?
Okay.
Oh, my God, I'm excited. I love love.
Yeah, me too.
We just replayed one of the most popular second date updates that we've done to date. Alexandra and Trevor. Trevor fell in love with her at first sight. She was out here on vacation from Detroit. They had made plans for Trevor to go to Detroit and spend time together and see if the movie love that Trevor thought he felt was a real thing. Well, Trevor emailed us and said that he went to visit her just about 2 weeks ago.
Really?
Trevor, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on?
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Like
Good.
great, or like in love great? Come on, Trevor.
So you went to Detroit. You stayed for the weekend?
Yeah, I got my own hotel and
Good man.
stayed Friday through Sunday. We had dinner on the show Friday night, and she took me out to the Motown Museum, and I hung out with a bunch of her friends who were really great.
Trevor, were you nervous going out there?
I was a little nervous because, that date was so crazy. Leading up to it, I kept thinking, what if it was just like this crazy dream I had, and I get out there and it's a disaster.
Let me just recap real quick. Trevor spotted Alexandra across the courtyard at the Space Needle. The heavens parted, birds started singing, and he fell madly in love.
Pretty
Right,
much it was
Trevor?
like hearing her laugh from across the room, and she was so beautiful.
And you guys went to lunch right there, and then you ended up spending all day together.
And jumping on a park bench to declare your love.
Yeah.
Carving your initials in a tree?
Well, trying to anyway.
Trying to, yeah. I'm glad that you actually went through with your promise and went to Detroit to see her. What'd you guys talk about?
Well, what's just real nice about it is that it wasn't quite the overwhelming, this is too good to be true kind of feeling that I had on that date here in Seattle. But, the connection was still pretty great. And I just had a great time with her, and I had a great time with her friends, and, Detroit was great.
You're the first person to ever say that, I think. That Detroit was great.
Hey, Trevor, I'm wondering, did you guys talk a lot over the phone, maybe FaceTime, Skype, leading up to this? Because it had been 2 months in between?
I did. We texted, a bit and sent emails and talked every so often. And so, we spent a little time just kind of internet dating, I guess.
Did you feel let down that it wasn't the same type of magic when you saw her, or did it make you actually feel better about a relationship?
No,
with her?
I actually felt better because being in Detroit with her felt real. I mean, where before it was like this ridiculous, romantic comedy or romantic movie that was just, now it feels grounded and feels like something real in the world.
We obviously know how Trevor feels about the whole thing. Alexandra's on the phone, too. Alexandra, what'd you think of the whole experience?
The whole thing was kind of overwhelming at first, just because so many of my friends knew about it, and then it just sort of grew, and it was really fun to sort of be the center of attention for a while. But it also felt so crazy, it just felt like something that was kind of unreal, and I kept just waiting for the other shoe to drop, I guess you could say.
Waiting for it to go bad, you think?
Kind of a little bit,
Okay.
and then. I don't know, it was just my friends were kind of giving him a hard time because I think maybe they were a little bit jealous.
Was there a point over the weekend, a moment where you're like, oh my gosh, this could actually work?
It's so strange to be talking about this on the radio. I guess for me, there actually was kind of a moment, and it was just when I first saw him, I had that flash of just seeing him being older, and I was there too, and then I was like, you're being crazy, so...
Are you skeptical at all about the distance, though? If you guys, you're in Detroit, he's here.
Yeah, I mean, that's an actual problem.
Have you had a conversation about that, or even about what your official relationship status is?
No.
Let's do it right now.
Yeah, what do you want it to
Trevor, ask her to be your girlfriend and tell her to move to Seattle.
Whoa, Brooke, a little aggressive
am I
there.
being too much?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Actually,
I just want it to happen.
Trevor told producer Boy that he has an announcement to make. Trevor?
Yeah.
Go ahead whenever you're ready. Producer Boy won't tell me what it is, but he told me you have some sort of announcement.
All right, so Alexandra, we met in January here in Seattle. I took this wild chance when I saw this beautiful, amazing woman. We had a magical date. As ridiculous as it sounds, it was the most amazing thing I'd ever experienced. And and even though it wasn't some kind of fairy tale experience, the time in Detroit was pretty amazing. And I think what we have is real, and as strong as it is, it doesn't come that often in one's life. And I do feel like it's serendipity, it's fate, it's kismet, and I would love it if you would consider being my wife.
Wait, wife?
Wife.
What?
Oh my God!
Wow.
That's how strongly I feel. I mean, it's beyond. And
Trevor, you guys have spent a weekend together.
Oh my God, let her respond.
I don't know.
yeah, Alexander, you just said that in the moments that we had together, that you flashed forward to the future and saw us older together. I mean, that shows us something that we are meant to be. Please marry me.
I think I'm like in a little bit of shock.
I think a lot of people are.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm freaking out over here.
I've never felt this way before about anyone. I love you. Marry me.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Did you say yes?
Yes.
I can't stop thinking about you, and I saw us together, and I feel like the moment was even bigger than that, but I was a little too embarrassed to say it.
Wow.
And I want to be your wife.
I feel
And
like
I knew it as soon as I saw you in Detroit. I couldn't. I felt too scared to be able to tell you that.
Yes.
I feel like I have a front row ticket to a romantic
I know, right?
drama comedy.
This is awesome.
You have so much to figure out.
Oh my God.
One of you has to move.
One of us just have to move, but you know what? We've got plenty of time, and, you know, as they say in the movies, love conquers all. So.
Wow.
Oh my God.
I'm really excited for you, Alexandra, because that means most likely you'll be moving to Seattle and will escape Detroit. Good for you.
So I think that's what is going to happen. Well, Trevor, maybe we should talk off the radio.
Absolutely. I just feel like I had to finish this on the radio, though, because it all started there.
Did that just happen?
Can we come to your wedding?
Absolutely.
You guys are responsible.
Okay, that means don't blame us later either, okay?
I plan on getting very drunk at your wedding. I'll let you guys both know that. All right. Congratulations.
All right. Thank you.
You're engaged!